we got beat at LSU because of toughness. And we didn't have a lot of toughness there. And we went back to the drawing board on Friday morning or Friday afternoon in practice, and I was supposed to go recruiting, but I canceled that because we had to get some toughness drills back going. And we had to get back to playing Ole Miss basketball, getting up and guarding people. And I was real proud of our effort tonight. I was real proud of our effort. Our team battled South Carolina, the number one team in the country. Let me inform you of that. They are the best team in the country. They're the best team that I've watched on tape in my 7 years of doing scouting and things like that in this league. They are very, very good. They're big, they're physical, they're taxing on you inside. They're hard to score on around the basket because they're so big. And so true credit to Dawn. She started a process 7 years ago, and it was very similar to the process I started last year. And she's kept grinding her process out, and 7 years later, she's number one in the country. So true credit to them, and I was real proud of our kids' effort. This is call it like it is. We missed too many free throws. I look up at the score. I think with 4 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, we're down 12 or 13 points, and we had missed 10 or 11 free throws. And you're thinking, if we'd have made 8 of those 10, now the game's a 4 or 5 point game with 4 minutes to go. It's a ball game. And it's just so deflating because you work so hard and it's so tough to score on them, and them being the best defensive team in the country. It's so tough to score on them, and you work so hard to get to the line and things like that, and you step up there and miss them. And so tomorrow's our day off, but I promise you this, we'll have a basketball team in there shooting free throws. And we shoot a lot of them. We shoot free throws every single day. And I don't know what happened today. We just didn't make them.
Obviously, how the LSU game went, you couldn't have asked for maybe a better start, for y'all's team coming out leading for most of that first half. Just talk about what you saw out of them. You talk about toughness, but
I told the team on Friday, I said, guys, you see panic in my face? I panicked. We had a lot of basketball left. We had one game in this league that we haven't showed up and played in with 8 newcomers. I thought that was going to happen once a week. But we've had one game where we haven't showed up and played, and that was at LSU. And so I told them, I said, no need to panic. We got a lot of games left. We've got to come out with extreme focus and get back to playing Ole Miss basketball. And when we started that game, I felt good about it all day long. I felt good how we practiced, how we prepared. Our players were really into it. Obviously, they were playing the number one team in the country, but more than that, they were ready to get back out and say, hey, look, we're a lot better than we were against LSU. We knew this was going to be a tough task. We don't take moral victories. We don't take anything like that. We feel good about how we played. We're very frustrated with our free throw shooting right now because we feel like that kept us from staying in a game that we had. We were in the game for the majority of the night, but it kept us from having a chance there at the end to make a run. But I was real proud of how we started out. I was real proud about how we continued to play and play through some adversity. But you look at it, I bet you a year from now, Sandrika Sessom gets those same looks to start a half against South Carolina. She makes them. We need that kid to start being an offensive threat for us, as she was. I'm on her because she's too passive. I need her to be real physical offensively and going to score. And there in the second half, once I put her back in there, she started going at it. And in 11 minutes, she got 12 points. Obviously, she had foul trouble the whole night, just like a lot of us do. And I have to go back and figure out why that was. But we need her to be real aggressive offensively. And she started that in the second half, which is real good. But a year from now, she'll make those shots to start the second half. And if she makes 1 or 2 of those threes to start the second half, now the momentum's on our side. And so I'm just, we're young, we're developing, we're growing. We just play the number one team in the country and play with a bunch of freshmen. And really, Tia Fowler is like a sophomore because they're second year with me. Tia Fowler was dominant tonight. Her point line don't show how dominant she was, but she battled those kids in there all night long. She got on the boards all night long. And she's in there rebounding with those big girls, and I was just real happy. And as big as the size differential is between the two teams, they only out-rebound us by 4 rebounds. Our girls that shows toughness right there. That shows we went to war on the boards.
Well, you talked about the adversity and the foul trouble and everything. Yeah. It seemed like when Tia went out of the game, it was just difficult, for you guys to kind of maintain that edge.
It's a 6-point game, and she gets a charge called on her that goes in. I don't know if it's a charge or not. I mean, I haven't looked at it on tape. If that counts as an and one, now it's back. We're back up 9. Now we got all the momentum. Our best player still has 2 fouls. She's playing the last 5 minutes of the half. It's a big difference when she's out of the game. That's why I made the decision to play her with 2. She's going to get 2. She's got to learn how to play with 2. And I made the decision this morning that if she gets 2 quick, she's going to go. And it's just a decision I have to make as a coach because our depth right now, We got some really good young post players backing her up, but they're not her. And, so we felt like we needed to keep her in there to keep things stable inside, and she did that. If she makes the and one, they give her the and one, now we're up 9, and she's still in there at the end of the half, we're probably up at the half. But then it just kind of kills us there. But, it's just the way it goes sometimes. We're a different basketball team when she's on the floor and when she's not on the floor. And I have challenged Tia Fowler. I told her that she's got to step her game up. She's got to be a force for us. She played tonight and played with a lot of energy, played with a lot of excitement. She got back to being a Tia Fowler that we know. It's just tough. She's in there. Elena Coates could probably start for half the men's team in this league. That's how physical and good she is. I don't know if there's a better post player in the country than that kid. And and so Tia Fowler battled her, and she comes off the bench. They bring her off the bench. They also bring the number 1 recruit in the country off the bench, Asia Wilson. I told Dawn before the game, don't sub. Don't sub those in. So, but she had to sub them in and played a lot of minutes. So.
Did Beyonce